Yeah. I don't give a f.
Well, you then, bitch. I'm gonna mute that.
You can hang that up.
It's all good.
Probably not.
Hey, delete that part. Delete that part.
What are you even talking about?
That's a different conversation.
They get your stupid ugly ass out here.
You are now tuned into The Twist on You Film Me TV. This is not your grandmother's cup of tea.
Welcome to another episode of The Twist on You Feel Me TV. This is not your ordinary podcast. This is a squad cast.
Squad.
And if you alley, it's a lobcast. And if you gang, it's a mobcast.
Wait, if you alias or what?
Lobcast.
Oh, okay.
Basketball.
Yeah.
It is me, Rell Beatz, a.k.a. Sam Carell. Got my boy.
Sam, I like that one.
Yeah,
Sam Carell.
On the basketball. Got my boy Project Pete.
Double cupped up per usual. Panda dunks on like a white girl named Kirsten. You feel me?
Okay. Project Pete. Got my girl JJ Reddick.
Out here slinging and banging.
Okay, drug dealer.
Thanks.
Right. How y'all feeling?
Feel all right.
How are you?
Yeah.
Anything new in life?
You know, I smell good. But
Do you?
this is always. Yeah.
Okay, I see you. Smelling like
I smell like a bed of roses.
bed and roses.
That's a bed of roses.
Roses don't even smell
My
all that
roses
great.
stink. But I don't know what it
So
be
you-
like. But
So you stink.
You stink.
No, I don't. I really smell good, but I don't know what I can say.
Okay.
No,
Another-
just say you smell good.
yeah, another week of not writing it down, huh? Yeah, your notebook is empty. Like, bruh, come on, use a pad and
She's
paper.
like, go to work, go to work, go to work, go to work.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Use the pad and paper, son.
Yeah, I'm like, SpongeBob, what is my name?
My name.
My name. What is
Yeah.
your name?
I be seeing a lot of people doing like content creation, like as far as like with references to SpongeBob. And I've seen, I think I might have seen y'all the video. It's like some younger guys doing it, but I ain't gonna lie, like they made me smile just cause like they real. I'm talking about old episodes too. So I'm like, I know y'all wasn't around when, you know what I'm saying? Cause SpongeBob came out with like 99.
99.
Yeah, so I'm like,
99,
these
yeah.
dudes look like they can't be older than like 22 or something. So I say, I know y'all wasn't around, but
It's crazy. I didn't think SpongeBob was gonna get as big as it did, for real.
I remember when it debuted. Yeah, I ain't think totally.
I was like, okay, what is this? But as time went on,
Because
you know,
the first two episodes was kind of mid.
yeah,
Yeah.
real mid, and I was like, okay.
And they couldn't draw. You know how it be when they first started.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that they couldn't draw. The animation was
They couldn't draw.
trash.
Well, it was 99.
Yeah.
No, right. I don't think it was like that. Like it wasn't like 3D or like.
Nothing is 3D.
I mean, not 3D, but it wasn't.
It was poorly drawn.
No, it wasn't because it's still drawn the same. It's
Not today. It's not.
Well,
Take your time, baby.
Yeah.
I'm saying like the technology, so like where it's clear and
It's not like CGI.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, back then it was just like, I mean, like
Rugrats.
the Rugrats,
Yeah,
yeah, Rugrats. Woo.
That's
Man,
some of
them
the worst
children
shit.
was terrible.
I had this weird theory that
Even,
I don't
I'm
even
not to cut
say
you
it.
off, but even like the old Hey Arnold.
ugly.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
I went back to
Ugly.
the first season and I was like, yo.
Yeah, his head got bigger over the years. His head was so thick. I did it.
Looks like a plátano.
I was like, shoot, that's why he, like, because his head kept getting bigger. That's why he couldn't get in that window when they were trying to steal that stuff.
In the beginning, it was more of a banana shape.
Set that man up. That was crazy. What was his name? Gino?
Yeah. And Gino used to him because
Set that
his
man
head
up.
was the shape of the glass.
Nigga was like 20 riding around on a motorcycle picking up fourth graders.
Yeah.
Yep. Shout out to Gino.
That was creepy. Like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
But one thing-
Did y'all know that show started? I told you about it, but
Yeah,
Hey
I'm something
Arnold
else.
started years before that on the Pee Wee's Playhouse, but it started as a clay animation. And I think Helga was the only character at first, and then they made the other characters, and then later on, the same animator picked it up and did it, for Nickelodeon.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It's like, never give up.
Hey Arnold wasn't as big as it could have been or should have been.
Yeah, because the cliffhanger of not knowing his parents for the longest was like, I guess it started to get old. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we went 5 seasons without ever knowing his parents. I mean, I'm glad that they made that movie.
Well, the movie was trash though, because I don't like the way they found him.
Huh?
I don't like the way they found him.
I didn't like the way they revealed his last name.
What, Shortman?
Shortman. Yeah, because you know his granddad been calling him Shortman like the whole, like all 5 seasons.
Yeah.
But I thought he was calling him Shortman because he was short. I didn't know his last name was Shortman.
Yeah.
That was whack.
I was like, okay.
But I don't know. Well, maybe they just ran out of material. Maybe they got defunded. Or maybe by that time SpongeBob was so big, that, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, it's all about him.
I don't know though, because like Hey Arnold was really good, but like you said, I feel like the cliffhanger of his parents and like never like being able to like know who they were or whatever else. And then when they did find them, they would sleep for 11 years, 12 years.
No, I'm not saying
shit
that.
in a pistol.
I'm talking about the run. Mm-hmm. I think the run could have been longer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Not like as far as SpongeBob goes. Like the run was.
Yeah.
SpongeBob still today.
Because Rugrats had a crazy run, but I guess I don't feel like. I mean, I can't from my I ain't gonna say experience, but can't find the words right now. But the whole growing up thing, like I feel like we could have did without that. Yeah.
I like that.
I didn't like
I'm
it.
probably one of the only people who really enjoyed that.
Really? See, I like the older cartoon like shows like Rocket Power, kids a little bit older. What's the Hey Arnold, Recess, like you know what I'm saying? The Rugrats is cool, I guess when I was younger, but as I grew up, I was like, all right.
But they trying to show like they grew up with us. So it's like as we grew, like now I'm trying to show you like, okay, now they grown too. It's like they can't be babies for the rest of their life.
They weren't grown though. They was only like 11.
Yeah.
That was like around. Was it around that age?
They was in high school.
Yeah, they was in high school. So it was like 12 and 13.
I feel like the character animation was terrible for the adult people. Like Phil and Lil still got the same size heads, paws. Yo, we
With the little necks.
Yeah, like that shit. Like,
I was like, come on. I feel like Hey Arnold could have went for like 10 seasons though.
I would have accepted Hey Arnold growing up.
Yeah.
Not with facial hair, like not that late.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would have grew up though.
Yeah, like
Just to see how it is now.
Yeah, I wish like when they start, they would grow up like with their audience. You know,
so they could have did like 4th grade for a few seasons, then 5th grade, something like that.
Yeah, because they never passed to the next grade ever.
Yeah. They
stupid.
was all Torval.
Yeah, all of them was stupid. They never passed to the next grade. Yeah. So I'm like, I feel like had it like grown with us, then it would be different. Because if you think like the generation after us, they really not looking at that. They're looking at what they got now. Yeah. Because now you got stuff like Paw Patrol and
babies watch those really baby type shows. Yeah. As a kid, I wasn't watching stuff like that. I was He-Man, wrestling, and you know what I'm saying, grown people shit. Oops.
Yeah. But I don't know like what cartoons they have now, like for like the
bigger kids.
The 9 and 10 year olds. I mean, I know they had Danny Phantom. And
I was gonna say stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
but it's like I feel like they're now, because technology have advanced so much, like they're able to show them like in like different lights. But when we were growing up, it was really just these the kids and that's it.
Yeah, like the shows felt like more kid related, but like I said, a lot of the material now seeing like baby stuff, like Paw Patrol and what the Yardies, Backyardigans.
Backyardigans.
Yeah, it's like baby stuff.
Coco
Melon. Yeah, you think so? They had some songs on it.
They had some slaps. Backyardigans. They had some slaps.
They had some songs.
Shout out Tyrone.
The theme.
What? I mean, that's with all the animals and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember I feel like I saw like a few episodes. But
I was older when that was out.
I was older. I was in
I had no business watching it. I ain't had no business
but
watching
they had
it.
some slaps though. They had some slaps for sure, bro.
Did y'all ever watch I can't remember what the Wiggles.
I remember it, but I didn't watch it.
I was like,
because we was older.
Right, we was older, but
Yeah, you ain't got no business watching it.
no business. Because it came on every morning when I was waiting for when I was getting ready for school.
Yeah, but you didn't have to look back.
change the channel.
You didn't have to look back at the TV
it basically was like a musical. I mean, because all I heard a fruit salad,
yummy. But see, I knew that song from.
That's not the Wiggles. That's Yo Gabba Gabba, ain't it?
No, that's the Wiggles.
But that's what I was gonna say. That song, like everybody sings that song. Cause I heard it. I don't know if you remember the show Kablam. With the two characters, like a comic book type of show, and they had a bunch of skits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like they had that song on there.
Just like that.
Same song.
Dang.
Yeah, I thought that was Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I remember Yo Gabba Gabba, but the Wiggles was the first place I heard fruit salad because they was like at a concert. Fruit salad, yummy.
Nope, ain't they song?
Yummy fruit salad.
Yeah, I hear sampling.
Yeah, that's when I was like, man, I want to try fruit salad because they just made it like it was just the best thing ever, not knowing that it was just a whole bunch of fruits put together.
Yeah, speaking of sampling, how do y'all feel about like a lot of the 2000s music being sampled in today's music?
I feel like when they do it right, it's okay, but if they just put it there just to put it there, it's like it's trash.
It be feeling out of place. Except when they do it like on the drill beats. Like when they do that, it be fire. But like I like Bia. I heard her song. It samples damn, I can't think of what it is. I don't know. I just heard it yesterday, so I'm guessing it just released yesterday. But it's like they sampling everything right now from P. Pablo. You know what I'm saying? All the 2000 songs. So I feel like maybe it's too early. Maybe another 10 years and then do it. But 20 years, I just feel like it's too close.
Tory Lanez does a good job.
Well, see, he not putting it out as mainstream music though. He just remixed it for like a mixtape. So I feel like that's understandable. But these people
he put the last one out on streaming services.
No, I mean like radio though. Like you ain't never really hear like anything from Chicks tapes and stuff. You ain't really hear on the radio.
Nah, yeah, you're right.
So like
you talking about mainstream?
Yeah. So like
yeah, I don't really care for
the Freak League. I don't know if that's Sweetie or who sang that.
Yeah, I don't really care for
Freak
it
League. I think it was
light skin Keisha. Is it her?
I don't think it was Sweetie.
Yeah, whoever I just felt like maybe another 10 years then, yeah, but it's like it's too early for that.
I'm surprised nobody did In the Club.
50 Cent? I wouldn't doubt it. Like I'm pretty sure it's out there.
It's out there
with all these drill remixes, it's out there.
I'm sure
because it's a new rapper. His name MD. Was it MDK? MGK? Something like that. Not MGK. I think it's MDK. But he did the Power, the Kanye. He did what was the song? Got the moves like Jagger. The beats be hard though, but I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? You sampling stuff it ain't too old.
It ain't too old. Yeah. But I think people always done that though.
Yeah, with older stuff. But now it's like we sampling stuff that just came out 5 years ago. That's what it seemed like.
I mean, yeah, because Conway the Machine just put a sample on his album that's from a Snow Allegra song that came out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But it was fire.
Yeah.
So I'm just like...
I'm trying to think, what's the... Like the Travis Scott sample from in Lil Uzi song. Like that song was only, 2018? And then he used it, last year before last? Mm-hmm. So that's
that was... That Eternal
Take, wasn't that like 2 years ago?
3 years ago?
But Bird...
I think it was Sweetie.
Tweeted at My Type or something like that.
Yeah, that was Sweetie. I just type.
Yeah, like it's too early.
I like
for
the
that.
flip when Berg does it.
Young Berg?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Nah, he makes the beats.
No, I'm saying
Hitmaker.
Yeah, but I'm saying like what song?
Didn't he do that flip with Chloe and Chris Brown?
Yeah.
What's the song?
The Usher.
More than Throwback.
I feel like I heard it, but I can't think of it right now.
Like Berg does a good job.
So you feel like you felt like it was a better version?
No.
So do you feel
we still talking about Usher now, but
do you feel like all songs or some songs should be untouched, like some classics? You feel like the classics shouldn't be messed with?
Nah, I don't feel like that.
Just everything's up for grabs.
Everything's up for grabs.
False.
Yeah, pause. Hey, yo, that was crazy.
Yo.
Everything's up for grab was crazy. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Keep you on your toes.
But yeah, pause. Everything's up for grabs.
Okay.
I don't see why you can't do it.
If you do it and ruin it, that's the problem, I guess.
That's the
Don't
problem.
make something whack, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or don't try to overuse the sample
Yeah.
to where, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, Kanye does it a whole bunch.
Yeah, he does.
With old songs. They
Yeah,
use
Through the Wire.
They use anime theme songs.
See, that's
and all
what I'm
type of
saying.
shit.
Like the song was like 30 years old, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's why
but
I said.
that's an old song because that's my mama's favorite song, and you know her music was from.
You just threw her out there like she like 100 years old or something. Like.
No, but I'm just saying like the time it came out was in like the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying like for that to be her favorite song and came out in the 80s, he sampled the 80s sample in like the 2000s.
2000, yeah.
Yeah, which I feel like is fine.
Okay.
You know, but like that song to us now would be ancient, whereas a song like how you say Usher, yeah, or something like that. To a kid who was born in like 2016, I still don't feel like that would be considered ancient because they still make music like that today.
Another example, like when they did the juju on that beat, and everybody looking like, no, that's crime. You know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, juju. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's nuck if you buck.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we look at it. It wasn't a better version of that song. Like, yeah, I get it was catchy for the TikTok, but it just. Nah, y'all could have made something else.
Y'all could have just something else.
Yeah, well, sample it. Just don't make it whack.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I said. It just depends on
just don't make
how
it whack.
how you sample it.
Yeah, like you said, Tory Lanez is good at that. So.
Tory Lanez is really good at it.
Sound like you said Terrell Owens.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna call her out. I was gonna let her cook. But I'm glad you said it because I would have been bothered the whole podcast. You said Terrell Owens.
What?
I mean, Tory Lanez.
That's two different people, two different sports and music. What the?
One of them don't play sports.
I'm starving actually, but Tory Lanez, I feel like his like he samples and does it well.
Crazy story about that. The guy who actually does the flips, he said in an interview that he've never even heard some of them songs before.
Oh yeah, what's the chick? When we was watching the video, the name, what's the girl name? Dark skin with the dreads, man. She got like brown in her hair. Carlee. She did the area code song. She said she had never heard Ludacris song.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
I haven't heard her version, but I just know she got the song area code. But she said she never heard Ludacris version.
Like, is it the same beat or?
I never heard it.
Oh.
You ain't just hear me say that? I just said it, goddamn it. I said it.
I'm sorry.
I said it. You real hungry, ain't it? Goddamn.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I just said that. You asked me to I hear it. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't mean like that. I meant like in the sense of like when she said like she never heard his song Area Codes. I'm thinking like it's like the same beat but like a different song.
We're gonna have to listen to it to find out.
Right. I mean, I get that, but like, you don't understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I was just saying, I never.
So I'm saying, like, I didn't know she meant the song name Area Codes. I'm thinking like the same beat, and she made a song called Area Codes.
She never heard his version.
The only version I know. 404.
Yeah. But another story, because speaking of you being hungry, so I'm talking to name. I was talking to one of our friends the other day, name withheld, and
name withheld. Okay.
Yeah. She was. So we was on the phone. We was talking, and I heard this loud ass growl. So when I heard it, I lifted up my shirt and looked at my stomach like, yeah, damn. So she said, I apologize if you just heard that. That was my stomach, and I'm really hungry. So I said, bruh. That shit was so loud, I thought it was my stomach. I was like, damn, I'm that hungry, I can't feel it. Like, that shit was so loud, bro.
I'm surprised y'all can't hear mine rumbling now.
Hey, man. Food don't be on your mind when you wake up?
Well, this morning when I got up, I woke up too late. Because I thought, because I've been waking up early all the time, I just thought I was going to get up early. But I woke up at like 10 o'clock. And then we had to do your hair, and I had to go get ready.
Shout out to my stylist.
And then I had to go get ready to do what else I had to do before the podcast. So I didn't really have time to stop and get
You don't
food.
set alarms on the weekend?
No. Because, like, this week was a long week. And, you know, I usually work 4 and off 3. But I worked 5 this week.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
I told her, I said, bro, you used to work.
You make me say nigga twice.
I told her, I said, bro, you used to work like 7 days. You've been doing a lot of working.
I mean, yeah, but I've been spoiled. And so, since September... When I can't say
now it's hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
Yeah, I feel you though.
So I'm saying like
you get in a routine and
and I didn't have a day to where I could just. I didn't have a day to where like my body just like reset or whatever. I just woke up, you know, like even like I mean I normally just always wake up early, but I was just exhausted because. It's different from, you know, being off and, you know, just doing what you want to do, but, like, having to go to work and having to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So my body was just like, nah, girl, we're going to wake up at 10.
So does food be on your mind the first thing when you wake up?
Me? Yes.
No, I'm talking about little woman. Because she didn't answer the question.
Yes, she did.
She just...
started talking about working 4 days a week.
So... That was crazy.
Okay.
I mean, food do be on my mind, but like I said, I just woke up too late today because I told Rell I was going to stop and get something, but I didn't.
No, I feel like it's phone then food.
Yeah,
I mean, when I wake up, I look at like what I missed and then...
What'd you miss?
About my day. A few text messages.
My first thing be like glasses, food, and then phone.
Glasses, piss.
Oh, yeah.
Food. YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
YouTube.
Push-ups, then phone.
Okay.
Phone probably the last thing I look at.
Okay.
Lately, I've been peeing in the middle of the night. So when
I thought you was going to say lately I've been peeing in the bed. Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Lately, I've been having to pee in the middle of the night. So when I wake up, I don't really have to pee until like right before I'm about to shower.
I can't do that. If I pee in the middle of the night, I'm not going back to sleep. I'm just going back to sleep.
I kind of just get up like...
I'm pissing in my bed. Mess me with that bullshit.
Okay.
I ain't about to get up on my
Yeah,
sleep.
I ain't getting up.
I mean, when my
Flip the
bathroom
mattress
is...
over.
I feel like if I was
flip
like...
me over. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You have to.
No, I feel like if I was like real and I had to walk out and then go to the bathroom, then it'd be different. But
If
my
you was like
bathroom
me?
right. Yeah, like how
Oh.
the bathroom isn't connected to your room, but the bathroom is connected to my room. So I just kind of get up, go pee, and come back. But also, like, I'll get up and I kind of be sleepwalking when I go in there because my eyes still be closed. And when I get back in the bed, I just go right back to sleep.
I can't do that with the fear of roaches and whatever might be in the dark.
Well, I got like a light on my wall too.
Yeah, but still, it's a light barely enough to see a Scooby-Doo ghoul standing there. Like,
Mr. Rupert!
damn! What are you doing? I was gonna sell this place and would have got away with it. What for you melon ass pissing in it?
I do feel like with Scooby-Doo, I feel like Scooby-Doo taught you that ghosts and everything else that you think are not real. Because it always was somebody doing it. It never was a real thing, you know?
The one thing I was gonna say about Scooby-Doo, I could be wrong, but all the ghouls and villains was white.
All of them.
They was always white.
It was racist.
Yeah, all of them.
Why? Because of the brown dog?
I don't know.
Yeah, they smell like weed because of Shaggy, so they ain't want them on their property.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
They always try to do some weird shit, like pretend it's haunted so they don't sell like the ice cream store or something like that.
Nigga, we've been in business for 50 years.
But I don't know, it's crazy. Like I just feel like that with Scooby-Doo. They really taught you that all this stuff really is not real. That you think is real with ghosts and monsters or whatever else.
At the same time, that can kind of put it in your brain. You know what I'm saying?
Until you see it.
Yeah.
It's a different story once you see it.
So, like, to segue into another story. So, I don't know if you heard the story about in my hometown, a girl came up missing on Thursday night. Mm-hmm. she called the police to tell them she thought she saw a baby on the side of the highway. She gets out of the car, and apparently she got abducted. So on the camera, they have the interstate cameras. You see her pull up, you see her go around the car, but you can't really see what happened. The police pull up 3 minutes later, and she's not there. So phone, I think they said her wig, her Apple Watch, everything's on the ground.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, when I heard the wig thing, I was like, but people in the comments are like, bro, look, you can see somebody run past the sign. Now, I'm looking at the video. I don't really see this stuff. I just see reflections from the headlights casting shadows. But people are like, no, 2 people ran up, and they're saying a bunch of stuff. So I said, the longer you look at it, you start to make yourself see these things. But even she said she looked at it, she was like, I didn't really see anything. But she didn't even see the person walking around the car.
I didn't even see the person walking around the car, except for like in that other video.
Yeah.
But in the longer one, I didn't see it. But it's like, what other car pulled up and got her? Like, did they come from the woods, or because I didn't see another car? I never saw another car pull up behind her. I just saw the police.
The more you keep reading, you'll just start to make yourself think you seeing what these other people saying. They're like, oh, I see the baby. And I'm like, bro, I didn't see no baby. I didn't see nothing. I saw
a sign, and I was like, but there's another sign right there. But I thought maybe the sign was a kid. But I was like,
it's really only one answer.
To me, it's unexplained. Like, I don't know.
To me, it's one answer.
What's that?
What's the answer?
Slender Man.
It could be Slender Man.
I mean, right. But
it could be a Slender Man.
Right. But I'm like, there's no way that the people came from the back. I never saw a car pull up behind her.
Like I said, maybe somebody was in the wood. Like I said, we'll show you the video, but like it's like 4 minutes long. You just see flashing. You see people passing by too. That's the other thing. And they like, no witnesses saw that. But I'm like,
well, somebody gonna come for it like next week.
Probably so.
But I'm saying, like, I never seen a car pull up behind the girl. Because if a car did pull up behind her, then the flashes would have been blocked.
I wouldn't even saw the girl pass the car if it wasn't for me reading the comments. But like I said, the more you read, you start to see people saying this and this and this, and they like, well,
it's the first video you sent me. I saw her walk.
Remember the video you sent me like maybe a few weeks ago where it was a little white kid walking down and somebody pulled up like, what you doing out here? And then he started coming towards him and they was like, oh, what the hell? Yeah. That's immediately what I thought about. And I was like, could be like some sex trafficking shit. So, but I said, bro, I don't have the answer, and I feel like a lot of people are just trying to, put theories out there without.
I mean, the crazy thing is, like I said, I feel like if that's something, like, not to, like, put anything bad against her because, she went with her first mind, being a good person. And I just feel like with me, like, not saying that that's something that I wouldn't have thought of doing, but I would have been on the phone with the police and
your mom,
like my mama or somebody like they would have been on 3-way for sure. Because
I wouldn't have got out of the car.
I mean, that's for sure. No,
I would have called. Like, hey, it's a baby out there.
I mean, but we already know that I'm not gonna get out the car, whatever. Because like I told you today, like when I used to work at Champs in Town Center and I was on my way home, I seen a car in the ditch, and I know the car just went in the ditch because I saw the lights on. So I called the police and I was like, hey, it's a car in the ditch. And they were like, well, did you see anybody in there? I said, no, I just rode by it. It's a car in the ditch. And I was like, well, is anybody over there? I said, ma'am, it's 11 p.m. I'm not getting out my car to go see if it's people in there to see if they're okay or any of that. I'm just calling you to let you know that there is a car in the ditch and it's on Bear Parkway.
Yeah, I went to, I think I told that story on the podcast. I went to work the other day. Probably like a month or something ago, and the car was flipped over on 400. I just went around that thing. So, hey, it could have been the difference of me saving somebody's life, but at the same time, I'm not trying to risk mine. You know what I'm saying? I called the law and say, hey, come get these folks out the street, but hey, I'm not getting out. I seen that baby.
I always called it, but like I said, like with me seeing that with the baby and stuff, like, I wouldn't have gotten out of my car. I would have called the police or whatever. I'd be like probably the most I would have did was pull up on the side just so the baby don't like walk into the oncoming traffic or whatever. But I would have called the police, and me and the police would have seen them till they got there.
Baby would have been on his own.
Well, I would have swerved. Shit, mama, hit that baby. What the fuck? Y'all seen that?
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, fuck them kids. Like,
I gotta make it home.
I'm not getting out for no baby.
Yeah, it's crazy because it said she was just 10 minutes from her house.
Yeah, she was picking up food and then she went home
and seen the baby.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm saying that is crazy because it's like, but my thing is too, all the cars that's on that busy highway.
Nobody saw nothing as of yet.
Right. Well, I'm saying everybody just passed, the kid. Like nobody was like, nah, I'm finna do this. You know, like I'm just like, what made you, you know, be like, oh yeah, like nah. Like I said, I would have called the police or whatever. And if I was gonna stop, I would have never got in my car. I would have just waited till police got there. But there's no need for me to even wait for the police to get there. But the only reason I would have waited for the police to get there is just to make sure that they're where I'm at.
I would have waited at the house. And just told y'all like
seen that shit on the news.
Yeah.
I was over there.
I seen that baby.
That's the same baby. Remember I was telling you?
You thought I was lying. It was a baby.
Fuck that baby.
Oh God, bro.
Oh, gang.
Where he at? He about like mile marker. You know where you get on the
right
you
by
make
the gas
that right?
station?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
right
bro.
there.
I think it's different for her because like didn't they say she went to school for like nursing or something
I don't
like that?
give a fuck.
I don't know. I did see her lab coat or something.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm not
mean,
sure.
she's a AKA, so you know, like all her sorors are like, we gotta find her. But I think
She's a what?
AKA.
AKA what? Say that, baby.
Also known as.
Oh.
No, it's sorority. So all her sorors are like let's find her.
We ought to wait until they got there.
What are they gonna do? Like,
I mean, they
Go
ain't
in the
gonna get
woods. Like,
there.
they've been out there searching for her, like, you know, but
Yeah, they've been searching for her for sure.
And like I said, and the crazier thing is the police in the video, the police pull up almost 3 minutes later. Nothing.
I'm going with them candy canes. Start stepping.
Wait, them Kappas.
Yeah, those are Kappas.
Nah, that's wrong.
It's a roll call. It's a
That's cute, dogs.
Hey, bro.
Put them all together.
Hey, only gangs I know is 5 and 6. That's it. I don't know nothing about no dancing gangs.
60s.
60s.
Nah, on phone now. But, yeah, like I said, I wouldn't have got out of the car, but hey, prayers to that family, man. Hope she has a safe return.
Yeah.
And,
For sure.
Yeah, make sure you don't get out no car no late at night. And don't call me to my, hey, Lil Rell, because I'm not getting out no car either. As a grown man, I'm not getting out the car. I don't even like babies like that. And when
I know because you're calling my goddaughter it.
when I see scary movies, I'm more scared of kids, like, you know, the horror movie, like The Grudge and shit like that. Them little kids, I don't like shit like that.
Especially if they white.
But hey, they all be looking white. I think they was Asian, but they just
whatever.
Bro, babies in movies, then they play their little.
Yo, remember that episode of Rugrats where Angelica thought her mom was pregnant, and then she had the dream, and that baby was like 20 feet tall?
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that, bro. I do not fuck with that.
I don't do baby
So any
stuff.
strange white babies, it just remind me of that. I'm like, nah, bro, I can't.
That's why I said, if I'm in a horror movie, give me Jason, give me Freddy Krueger. Don't give me no baby, because no, that crawling shit. Remember we was playing the VR and that baby ran across. No, I don't do baby shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
But
that,
no, I mean, like that's something I definitely wouldn't do. But like it's crazy. I mean, even like now, like they leave strollers and stuff, and then they be putting stuff on your car and all that. I feel like that's my biggest fear of something like being on my car that has something in it that like make you numb and whatever.
Yeah, because you call me anytime, like it'd be something crazy. So
because I'm like, no, because if it's something on my car, or because it's like you think like, okay, like because I keep gloves in my purse or whatever, like just for the event or something like that. But I'm like, dang, I still gotta take them off. You know, and I done touched whatever it is like that.
Like gas pumps, anything.
Yeah, gas. I definitely don't touch gas pumps. But then I think it's another thing of like,
how do you pump your gas?
I
grab,
get
like,
like a
paper
paper
towel.
towel or something to pump my gas.
And she don't like put her hand on the handle.
Oh, I'm about to say, telekinesis.
Yeah, she be like,
with her foot.
I flush the toilet.
No, I always get like I make sure I keep napkins in my car because the gas station pump don't always have the paper towels like they supposed to.
Yeah.
But and I just be thinking about that stuff. I'm like, dang, like if somebody put something on the driver's side, now I'm gonna have to climb in my car from the back and then just hope that stuff that was on it just fly off.
I feel like with this situation, it hit close to home.
Mission Impossible?
Yeah, it's climbing through over the seat.
I mean, if I'm getting in through the back seat, I'm gonna have to climb up
trying
to the
to kill
front.
you, fam.
You don't know out here, man. See, you don't know.
I can promise you nobody's trying to kill you.
I don't know. But they might be trying to kill him.
Right, it's like sex trafficking and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you don't think somebody want to like come and get me? Like dang, like am I that undesirable that people don't want to? Nobody
Are you that desirable that you think you're gonna get sex trafficked?
You look kidnappable.
Right. That's what I feel
You small.
like.
That's
Young,
flagrant.
you're black.
I mean, if I can say so
You
myself,
look
like I think,
kidnappable. You gonna let him say that?
I mean, I feel like that's accurate. Like I'm not
you
even.
All right.
You wouldn't be out.
I'm crazy.
You wouldn't be out here kidnapping Lisa Leslie big ass. Like hell no.
I wouldn't be out here kidnapping at all.
Right, but there are people that's doing that. It's like parking in like at Walmart and stuff like that, and like flagging you, trying to see you, like getting like when you come to your car or whatever, and they trying to get you and all that. So I'm saying, if it's something on my car, I'm gonna have to find my key.
Wow, happy Saturday.
Unlock my door and climb in through the back, and then like climbing through the front, because I'm like, I'm not. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, like
But
she's small. Like she's easy to kidnap.
Definitely small.
What's the lady name? Cambridge.
Don't let him say that.
What,
He was small, so you kidnappable.
what's the basketball lady name?
Liz Cambridge.
Yeah, you try to kidnap her big ass. Hey, watch your head. Watch your head. Like, nah, she too much.
No, but people out here really trying to like sex traffic and all that. So it's not like it's just young girls. It's like they don't care how old the girl is. It's like if they look at of a certain stature, they don't care.
Yeah, that's why I said this situation hit home close because, like I said,
It's in
my
Birmingham.
family, my family drive through there. My mom used to work in that area, so she drive through. It could be anybody. So, hey, don't pull over for no babies.
Yeah, fuck
Somebody
them
say,
babies.
"Hey, yo, throw your dukes up immediately." Hey.
Yeah.
Somebody say, "Hey, yo," and it's not in the battle rap arena.
Yeah. Hit it. Put them.
Just stay in your car and go home.
Yeah, don't pull over for nobody. I don't care if you get a flat tire. Go all the way home.
Because granted, like
Yeah.
if a car's on fire, there's nothing you could do.
Yep.
You know, save it for the people who's trained.
Did y'all see the I think you saw it. The footage of Henry Ruggs, like when he crashed.
I don't know who Henry Ruggs is.
He played for the wasn't it Raiders? He had got drafted from Alabama, I think. No, he did get drafted from Alabama.
Oh yeah, and he died on the side of the highway.
No, he didn't die. He killed somebody. He was driving like 150,
Okay,
killed a
man.
lady and a dog.
Oh
Bro,
yeah. Okay.
we
This was
saw-
like 2 years ago.
Yeah, we saw the footage, man. Now in the background, I don't mean to laugh at this situation.
Nah, go ahead, bro. It's
In the background, of course, the car is in flames. Like, you know, whoever in there ain't survived. The dude that's talking to the police, like, "Hey man, you know who this is? This Henry Ruggs." And I'm like, "Bro, these folks back here, what the fuck?" He like, "Hey, he needs some help, man. He needs some." No, they need help, bro. These folks back here gone. Like, what the hell? He talking about this Henry Ruggs, bro. You know who this is, bro? Fuck all that. What's wrong with you, bro?
I hate the internet.
Bro, like that celebrity shit be going in folks' head like that ass.
I think it's just the moment.
Bro, these people is literally over here engulfed in flames.
Yeah,
You talking about,
but-
yo, this Henry Ruggs. Like,
It would get more traction that you say, "Yo, this is Henry Ruggs," instead of, "Yo, go help these people back here."
what are you supposed to do? Like, oh shit, let me get all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna write you no ticket, bro. You just burnt these. No, what the fuck are you supposed to
Right,
do?
you still gotta.
Yeah, like, bro.
Still gotta be reprimanded.
That shit was crazy when I saw that. Like,
That's Henry Ruggs, man.
yeah, like they're supposed to stop everything. Like,
That's funny.
yo, stop the fireman. Like, he gonna be over there putting that shit out. Like, Henry Ruggs. Hey, let me get an autograph, fam.
Yo, Henry Ruggs.
Yeah. That shit crazy, bro.
Yo, that's Henry Ruggs.
Yeah. Like I said, we gotta show you that shit. That shit crazy.
Oh man, dark humor's the best.
Yeah, so let's get into some of these topics. We ain't even started the podcast.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so we'll, like I said, we might not do all these because I know you hungry as hell. So
You want some water?
No, water make it worse. You need
Yeah.
like hot tea.
I need some tea.
Yeah, what happened to that? I thought you was gonna start drinking the tea.
I meant to text Pete and ask him if he would bring me some, but I forgot.
Okay. So let's get into this randomness. So, of course, I sent y'all the picture the other day with the cheese on the wall at McDonald's.
crazy.
Yeah, that shit was.
Oh, that was McDonald's?
Yeah,
No,
I was trying to figure out where it was.
that's McDonald's. I was like, bro, that shit. I was just literally like, is that some cheese? And I zoomed in. I said, bro, somebody literally got pissed. Like, I said no cheese. Like, you didn't even get to the window. He was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just throw it here. But do y'all remember the McDonald's Monopoly thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Biggest scam in America.
I used to play that shit every year. And at the time, I didn't even know how to play Monopoly. But I just was in it to win the fries. And, I never wanted anything for real.
I won fries.
Yeah,
I won
a drink.
No, like $20.
Oh, you want some money?
Yeah.
Yeah, this Burger King.
How you gonna tell me where it was and that's me? You thought I sent you the picture on the internet?
No, come on, the cheese sandwich.
Oh no, not that. I'm talking about the picture I sent y'all where somebody threw the cheese on the wall.
Oh.
Oh, you talking about? Yeah. Have you seen that piece?
What?
They said Burger King in like Thailand got like a cheese burger. There ain't nothing but cheese on that bitch. Like 20 pieces of cheese.
That's kind of fire.
Constipation for real.
I knew you were gonna say
that's kind of fire, bro. Sign me up, bro. No bullshit.
You be like that grilled cheese.
It's constipation.
Grilled cheese is like top 5 sandwiches, bro.
But 20 pieces?
Cheesy. Pause.
20 pieces of cheese.
That's crazy. I don't even like a whole lot of meat on my sandwich. So I know I don't want all that cheese.
Okay, pause. I was gonna say, I wonder would it matter like if I go and like, yo, can I get the cheese sandwich? But take one off. Like, I just want 19 pieces.
At that point, it don't matter. After 5 pieces of cheese,
it's crazy.
Just put a crazy amount of cheese.
If it ain't melted, like
I feel like it would be hard to get melted. All at the same time.
At least like, slightly melted.
Yeah. Or you could do like one of those little things that they do like the creme brulee with. The little torch.
Scoop? Oh, yeah.
Thing. I think that's creme brulee. I don't know.
Nah,
It is.
Hey, I'm kind of cultured.
So y'all never won anything for real other than $20?
Yeah, I won $20.
They need to bring that back.
I think it was all like the light blue pieces or something like that. I'm not 100%.
I feel like people that I knew never won because we didn't, work together to play. We was everybody just for themselves. Like, bro, I'm gonna get this million, fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, let's put the pieces together. You know what I'm saying? I got, you got something to have. I got the other ones.
Has anybody ever won? Like the whole thing?
I think it was one white lady that won the whole thing one year.
Yeah,
I never understood the objective was to get all the pieces or just to get
3 in a row or something like that.
Yeah,
I've gotten 3 in a row before.
Damn, Pete. You got.
I was an avid McDonald's eater though, cause one of my boys used to work there, so he just hooked us up, bro. Mad free shit. Shout out to Snack Wrap too. Bring that back.
Yeah, they gotta bring that back. And that hand motion I just did was
crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
We was being professional.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. But why you just
shout out Cam and Mason, man? Cause that shit is the greatest.
Why you just get the stack of fries? What's up? Oh, we gotta pause the podcast. And we're back. Sorry, I ain't good with these sound effects. So yeah, where were we?
McDonald's and the Monopoly pieces that were essentially a scam that we all participated in.
Yeah, they need to bring that back. I don't feel like they did it in a while.
Yeah.
Would people care?
Would I care?
Would people care?
I would, because I'm trying to win. If nobody else don't, everybody on this, I don't eat McDonald's way. That means I can win now.
People be front when they say that.
I know, man. That might be long as fuck. I don't eat McDonald's. Might be long as fuck.
When have y'all seen me eat McDonald's?
Pancakes. You ate them pancakes. I seen you eat McDonald's pancakes one time.
Yeah, because you got because I love their pancakes. Like, you can't be nothing fake about the pancakes.
So you eat McDonald's?
No, I ate their pancakes when Rell bought them for me like 3 or 4 months ago.
It wasn't no months ago. It was years ago.
It was in the old house. Yeah. Well, yeah, years ago.
That's when you had to make it there by 10:30. They be already out there flipping the sign. They're like, wait! Yeah, they're right. Let me get
That's a fact.
I don't like that.
Yeah, but I haven't eaten it since.
Why?
I don't eat McDonald's.
Because of the stereotype behind it?
No, it's
just it just automatically got nasty.
No, it's even like it's just the food that it's not real. Like, all the fast food stuff really isn't real. Like,
restaurant food might not be real. They just cook it on a bigger grill and bring it out to you on a plate.
You think all the restaurant food is like authentic?
Yeah, it can be straight cap.
Or they cutting corners.
You know what I'm saying? Straight cap. They use the same grill as Wendy's.
It ain't about the grill. It's the food.
You think they not putting a dye in the salmon?
So if they cook McDonald's eggs at Longhorn, you ain't gonna know.
I'm just talking about the meat.
Yeah,
like, not the fries and the.
What's your favorite breakfast spot?
The place we go to down the street, Original House of Pancakes.
So they come in there with the. You don't eat sausage, so I can't even use that joke on you. Damn. I was close. But if they switch the bacon out, you ain't gonna know.
Yeah, you're not gonna know.
Okay.
Listen.
Anyway.
Pause. quarter pound me up, dog.
Yo, you know what I hate about McDonald's and a lot of other places is when they stack the burgers, you get like multiple patties. They don't put nothing between the patties. It just be skin, like just dry ass meat. Pause. They don't put no sauce, no nothing. Just meat to meat.
Yeah.
Yo, that was crazy.
Meat to meat.
Yo, we going crazy right now.
You need to go ahead and insert the song.
Yeah, meat to meat.
Nigga said, "Oh damn, bro, I'm wasting all my fucking money."
Meat to meat.
Meat to meat.
Yeah, like come on, man. I gotta sauce that shit up.
Cut your fucking.
You know what I'm saying? Do something. Put some mac sauce or something between that shit.
And Big Macs was my favorite, though.
Bruh,
I was eating Big
still
Macs
slaps, though.
At
Bro.
6 years old, I was eating Big Macs.
The crazy thing is, so when I first had my first Big Mac, I was a kid, of course. I thought I was grown at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because only adults get Big Macs. You know what I'm saying?
But,
That's a fact.
but the thing is now, you get a Big Mac. Boy, Big Mac so small.
Yeah.
Yo, I feel like they shrunk.
They
Over
had
time.
to. They
Yeah,
had
it's
to.
like
They definitely
this
shrunk
big.
over
That shit
time.
like a cheeseburger now.
Yeah.
Like with some
'Cause I know-
sesame seeds on it.
It's like 2 patties.
Yeah.
I eat 3 Big Macs, bro.
Yeah, it's more bread on the
Pause.
Big Mac than meat.
Yeah.
Pause.
It's like
Yeah,
the
this
bread.
conversation crazy.
It's like the bread, the meat,
More
meat, and then the bun.
Yeah.
Sometimes that should be lopsided. I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, dog.
It don't
Like,
never
you couldn't put it in the center,
Nah.
but I still eat it.
I mean, I like the mac sauce though,
Nah, that
but
shit
it
be
ain't
like,
nothing but 1,000 Allen.
that's what they say, but
I think it's a little.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think
I
little
mean, I feel like they
fancier than
add
that.
something in it.
I think it's ketchup, mustard, onion powder, and
And
maybe like pickle juice or something.
pickle juice, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
We should try to
Oh,
make.
and like hot sauce.
I don't think
Just
hot sauce. in it.
dash of hot sauce.
It could be.
Could be dash of hot
I
I
sauce.
actually
mean, but
tried-
how do it get that color if it's only like onion powder, pickle juice, and
Because I said ketchup and mustard.
oh, you did say, I'm sorry.
You ain't not listening to me today. Yeah, you is hungry, goddamn. Yeah, you need a Snickers because you're not yourself.
You
Yeah.
need a Snickers.
Yeah, facts. But
Oh man.
in other crazy news, so this story is a little bit older. So I think it was in 2019. There was a guy who scaled a 19-story building because the building that his mom lived in was on fire. So he tried to go through the front, and the police was like, "You can't." And the elevator was down too, so they wouldn't let him go up the stairs. So there's a video of him climbing up the side. So my thing is, his mom was like bedridden, so she couldn't really do a lot. Mm-hmm. My thing is, once you got up there, what the hell you was gonna do? You gonna throw her out the window? What the fuck? What is she gonna do?
But like, how long it took you to climb the 19th-story building?
Right.
Like, fam. Yo, God said it's a time to go, fam.
Yeah, I admire.
You gotta eat that sometimes.
Yeah,
bro.
his tenacity.
Yeah, I admire that. But what was the end goal, bro? Like, what is he just going?
Yeah,
All right, I'm
because they
here.
already told you can't use the stairs, you can't use the elevator. So what else could you do?
This man went up the building.
Because she can't climb
You know,
down.
if she like, I don't know if she was like, what do you call it, paraplegic, when you can't like move or something like that.
Yeah,
A vegetable.
Yeah, basically. So I was like, well, you gonna just toss the back, like, you know what I'm saying? They threw one of those big trampolines. I don't know what the hell's the plan, bro.
I mean, so
If she
he
was
got
a
up there and
vegetable,
then
though,
what?
like she could just throw her out because she wouldn't feel it.
I mean, yeah, but hey, vegetables will splat when they hit the ground.
Yeah,
Like,
they
they ain't
do.
out there with the thing to catch them.
So what
gotta eat
happened
that.
after?
They ended up extinguishing the fire somewhere in between the climb. But yeah. Like I said, I admire the tenacity, like you said, bro.
Gotta be tight.
He was-
So is she
I ain't
alive?
gonna lie.
This was in 2019, so I'm guessing.
I mean, at that time, like she survived and he did too.
Yep, because they
Should
put
have
the
been
fire.
sweating bullets.
Yeah, just imagine
Climbing up there.
you live on the 20th floor and then your son come through the window like, what the hell? fuck is she doing?
Yeah, but what if the window was locked and she bedridden, so you can't even get in?
Apparently, he had some pliers, but I don't know what he did with them. Like, maybe he busted the window. Now you done bust the window. They done already put the fire out. Now
Speaking of extreme, my sister told me that she had a dream that I died fighting a tiger.
Recently?
Yeah.
That's not a dream. That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
A dream.
I was like, why was I fighting a tiger? She said she don't know. I was like,
how did it end?
I died.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't hear him. He just said he died fighting a tiger.
Yeah, I died fighting a tiger.
I wasn't listening.
Because she was like, I walked in the room and said, what am I supposed to do? Be scared of you? And they took it out the cage and we started fighting.
Like, what's that episode of Snowfall when they was locked in the cage with the tiger?
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? That's the way I would want to go out.
Did you get some licks in? Pause.
I don't know. I know one thing though. I gave him my all. Pause.
Okay.
Yeah, I died. But
he took it all. Took goddamn balls.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Yeah, he took everything.
Hey yo. But yeah. That's one of the ways I would like to die.
How did you respond to her?
Oh, that's very on brand for me. I would walk into a room and say, I'm not supposed to be afraid of a tiger.
No, how did you respond to your sister?
Yeah, I said that's very on brand.
I'm more than sure that he said that to his sister.
That's not out of the ordinary for me.
To die fighting a tiger?
Yeah, die fighting a tiger.
Okay.
That's like
in your range.
Yeah, okay. That's normal.
Like he said that he told his mom, like, yeah, I'm going to hang out with my friends. We're going to do drugs. I was like, now we drug addicts. Tell your mom.
Sell drugs, gangbang.
He didn't say what friends. He just said my friend. He can't have more than just.
I only got y'all.
Damn. Yeah, that logic. There's two of us out here.
She don't believe me.
We do.
She said I should stop saying that, but.
Nah, when I meet him, I'm like, hey, you got a bathroom I can use? Like, yo, man, what's that stuff on his nose? Oh, this? I'm sorry. How you doing? Miss Pete.
Miss Pete is crazy.
Oh, man, yeah, but I died in the tiger fight in my sister's dream, so. Yeah.
Damn.
I don't remember what I called your mom when I first met her because I didn't know her name.
Miss Rell?
I don't think I called her Miss Rell. I don't remember what I called her. I think I did call her, I called her Mama Beatz because that's what she was saved as in your phone.
Yep.
It's like, hey, Mama Beatz.
You want me to tell you a funny story and you can't get mad?
Oh, boy.
So is it funny?
It ain't funny. It ain't funny. It just my mama be, I don't know what the hell. My mama be weird. So when we first came in there and she met you, we had a great time.
Can't get mad.
We had a great time. She was like, yeah, I like them. She was like, is she gay? I said, Mama, what the hell? How you get that? She was like, I don't know. It's just the way she was walking. I said, how you walk gay?
Right.
Where did you get that from? I was like, no, that girl ain't gay. She was like, you sure? I was like, not to my knowledge. I ain't gonna tell her like, little one got them hoes, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just bowling, so.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, because I mean, me and my mama both walk like penguins, so I don't know.
So penguins gay?
No, is that what your mama saying?
Nah, penguins not gay.
Right. I'm just saying, like, we walk with a wobble. Like, we walk like penguins.
Are gay. I remember they tried to marry them penguins in the Brooklyn Zoo or something like that. Not the Brooklyn Zoo, the Bronx Zoo or something like that.
What the hell going on in New York?
I don't know, man. Lions, bears, tigers, oh my.
Yeah, and smoke.
I'm just saying we both walk with a waddle. So, like, I always tell my mama she walk like a penguin. But I walk just like her, so I'm like, we both walk
gay
like
that.
No,
what my mama said made no sense.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, she, like, I'm, like, I don't know, like, walking like that would mean I'm taking whatever else.
I kind of feel your mom because I thought the same way about our friend.
Right. Yeah, but so you thought our friend was gay because
like every time I seen her, like she just wore jeans. I'm just like, bro, like what's going on? Like,
so wearing jeans make you gay?
All the time. 5 out of 5 times I seen you got jeans on.
Man, so show that ass. Goddamn, you gay?
I mean, but 5 out of 5 times you wearing shorts.
You might be gay, goddamn. You might be gay. Show that ass or you gay.
Straight away.
Show them legs or you gay.
I mean, I feel like I wore jeans a lot.
Not when we was working at the store, if that's what you talking about. You talking about like first like time meeting a person?
Yeah.
Well, we was in uniform then.
Yeah. First time outside of work, I've seen you wear jeans more times this week or in the past month than I ever did. Like, you always wear leggings. But that's just my brain. It don't have to make sense.
That's what I was saying. I never understood. Like, where you get that from?
The whole ideology.
When my mama said that.
I don't understand that at all.
I told her, I said, it would have made sense if you said that about the other coworker who was a female that was working there at the time, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I was like, that would have made more sense.
I don't know how she got that.
The other female that was working there.
Weird.
The other female that was working there.
Okay.
I don't know.
Nah, it's just fine.
This is old.
Yeah, it's just stupid. It's all stupid. It doesn't matter because you're not gay.
Yeah, you're not gay.
Neither is our friend, so.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
None of my friends are gay.
Yeah.
Not to say that we don't have gay friends.
In our immediate circle.
Yeah. We thought we had a gay friend in our immediate circle one time, but we're going to get on to the next topic.
Nah. He gay.
Okay. All right. So, what they were saying in outer space, basically. So there was this guy.
Nah, so that's crazy.
So I seen this video.
When I came down.
I seen this video.
He can't even talk.
I seen this video.
Tell me.
I seen this video.
Eating his pussy.
Hey, y'all seen this video?
I'm gonna go because that nigga gay.
Y'all, do you remember when I was at Marla, Georgia, working at Chips, and I had sent y'all the video with the song playing in the background, and everybody was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Listen to the words." Tell me. Real text, tell me. I was like, right.
Oh man, good times.
Man.
So I don't know. I don't think you responded that day when I was like, man, we need to go ahead and start this documentary about our time working at the shoe stores.
That was funny.
Yeah.
I think we do. Like, I really feel like we need to have an episode on like surviving retail. Like with current and ex.
I wouldn't even make it a podcast. I would literally we used to do a long story short.
Yeah, like just make it an episode.
I would love that.
Blur people's faces out, whatever, and disguise their voice if we need to.
I'm with it.
I want to do that.
But I seen this video. For real. I did see this video. So I saw this video of this white guy. He was talking. I don't know how new or old the video is, but I'm thinking it's recent. But he was basically just allegedly exposing all the NASA, talking about they never went to space. This was green screen. I got proof of this and this. Like, he just going off. So I look at the comments. They're like, I give him about 2 more weeks. I said, they better get his ass out of here because he's talking too crazy.
Yeah, he's talking reckless.
Yeah, I didn't catch his name, but I was like, I got to look him up. But at least before they take the video down. Because this what? I almost said it. Yeah, he was telling, like, they never went to space. They did this. This is how they did it. I was like, bro, who is this?
So what did they do?
I'm gonna have to show the video.
Yeah, because I want to know, like, okay, so, because we don't have footage on space, right?
Not of the first mission, I don't believe. Or is that?
Do we have the one with Neil Armstrong?
Who?
Neil Armstrong.
That's him. I think that's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's video footage.
The dude that rode the bike?
Nah, that's somebody else Armstrong. That's like Neil Anderson. I don't know who that is.
Wait.
Yeah, because we said his name on another podcast.
You
Neil.
sure?
Is it Lance Armstrong?
No. Yeah, it's Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong was the bike.
The bike. Oh, okay, yeah. I knew somebody Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong is the moon.
Yeah. But old buddy out here talking greasy. He mean
with all his heart too.
They finna get that man up out of here.
He finna go.
He just had a list. He just going.
Why do people care if space is real?
I don't really know.
I mean, I believe
it's one of those things how we were talking about earlier. You hear something or see something so long, you start to wonder and see shit yourself. So it's like, you done heard it this long. Like, everything a lie to me at this point. Like, I don't believe nothing unless I see it. Like, y'all be capping.
I mean, I feel like space, it has to be real. Like, how else would we have like stars and the sun?
We don't. We used to have stars. Now you look up, it'd be pitch black.
His stars at my grandma's house. But she lived like more in the
It's stars when
area.
I go back upstate New York.
Yeah.
There'll be stars, but
So I'm like, how we have like stars, the sun, the moon, like all that.
Nah, all this shit kept because sometimes when I be going to work in the morning, the moon down, they be on the ground. That bitch ain't got up yet.
when Thanos threw the moon at Iron Man.
Like, bruh, or them bitches be up at the same time in the daytime.
Yeah, like the moon
weird.
and the sun be on. Like, how's the moon?
If it's supposed to be a reflection of the sun or whatever.
I feel like if we found out like space was real, then what?
I'm going.
How you getting there?
That's weird.
Same way Elon did.
I don't even think they could build something.
To take us?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a podcast in space. Welcome to the twist. No? Okay. Zero Gravity Podcast.
I mean, that would be crazy because then we'd be lost out in space somewhere. We can't even breathe up there.
Well, you don't have to go to space to do zero gravity. Like, they have stuff here that, simulations.
I'm cool.
Okay.
We live in a simulation.
We do. And remember that post you sent me the other day? Talking about what if we wake up today and everything we done did so far was a dream?
Yeah, we were still taking our nap in kindergarten.
I'd be mad as fuck because I hated nap time in kindergarten. Hard ass little maths. I hated that shit.
Hard.
I took naps in kindergarten?
Yeah.
Why?
That's what they made you do.
Right. Because, I mean,
street
kids.
life, okay.
Because kids.
I didn't go to kindergarten.
You just went straight to first grade?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't go to kindergarten.
That boy advanced.
Right.
Yeah, advanced
How you
Pete.
skip kindergarten?
He said he didn't want to go. He said, let me go on over here and see what they talking about.
Why? I would have been bored in kindergarten.
So you only had 12 grades.
Yo, my mom was like a teacher for real. So everything
So you got skipped is what you're
that
saying?
I would have learned in kindergarten, she had me and my sister
Why
doing
you
that
call
like
it kindergarten?
3 and 4.
So you got skipped is what you're saying?
Yeah. They
Why
put
do
me
you
in
call
first
it
grade.
kindergarten?
Who?
Why you call it kindergarten?
Kindergarten?
Like, it's kindergarten.
No.
Kenny.
Yes, it is.
Like Kenny from South Park. Kindergarten. Goddamn.
Yeah,
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
That's kindergarten.
I'm not saying the der ever. So
Yeah,
it's
kindergarten.
God is good, God is great. Everything is supposed to be amen.
Amen.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, kindergarten.
But in kindergarten, we definitely had to, like, kids need, like, nap time and stuff because they be real hyper. So, like, we
That should
had
be
nap time
like
in
12
kindergarten.
o'clock, 1 o'clock, and you just sleep the rest of the day until your parents come.
So when did they teach y'all?
From like 8 to like
Right, from
10 apparently.
Like,
'cause-
it was like 8 to what, 11 because we had lunch. Like, I think, like, we had lunch, like, around, like, 11:15.
yeah.
And then, like, after lunch, we come back.
Probably like playtime or something.
Playtime, and then,
you
like,
take a
right
nap.
after that, we take a nap. So we took a nap probably,
You missed
I want
out,
to say,
Pete.
Nah, I didn't.
we took a nap
But that
probably like,
sandbox, ooh,
I ain't
that
taking no
sandbox.
nap.
we took a nap probably about, it was probably like 1:30, and then we wake back up like 2:30 because when our parents would come to get us.
Yeah.
But I think they take a nap time out of school now.
Do y'all remember y'all first day of school? Like very first day?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Me too. I remember mine. My mom was so mad.
I don't remember.
Why?
Because when I got there, I was like, Mama, I don't want to stay. Then she was about to leave. I was like, Mama, take me with you. Mama, I got a boo-boo, please, please. Like, boo-boo at the school. I was like, no, like, please. I was so mad. But after that, I was straight.
I don't remember my first day of school.
Made a couple of friends.
I remember I met my pawpaws, like,
Listen, you
No.
are a grown woman. If you don't call him Earl, I mean, Earl.
no, they're my papa. Like, rest in peace to my papa.
Okay.
But I had met my papa's daughter, and I didn't know he had a daughter my age, and her name was Vanessa Shaw.
Wait, your granddaddy had a daughter. Wait, what?
Yes,
A daughter?
yes. She was like I was 4, she was 5 or 6.
So your granddaddy was stepping out,
Yeah, he was doing his thing.
and y'all was in the same class.
Yeah, we was in the same kindergarten class.
Man,
I met her on my first day of school.
And
Like, we
everything got
became
here,
friends.
wasn't it?
And she was like, my name. She was like, cause she was like, yeah, my last name is Shaw. I said, my papa last name is Shaw. She was like, yeah, my daddy named Van Shaw. I said, my papa named Van Shaw. And then she was like, huh? And I was like, what?
In kindergarten.
So,
Girl,
yeah,
what is you,
kindergarten.
retarded?
So like, I was confused. So right after that,
Saying the cheeks.
so right after that, I had called my grandma. And I was like, Grandma, I met this girl in school today, and her name is Vanessa Shaw. She said her daddy's name is Van Shaw. And she was
How
like,
did you call her?
Who, my grandma?
Yes.
I mean, on the phone.
You had a cell phone?
No, on the house phone. When I got home.
Okay.
I said when I got home.
Okay.
Yeah, cell phones wasn't even big. Like, I don't even think cell phones was a thing at that time. Yeah, so when I got home, I called and I was like, I met a girl today named Vanessa Shaw. She said her daddy name is Van Shaw. And I told her my papa name was Van Shaw.
Did your grandma know?
Yeah.
And she didn't tell you?
Nope.
Dang.
And she was like,
It's none of our business.
she was like, yeah.
There's
Like,
no change nothing.
I was like, what? And it was crazy.
Dang.
It was crazy.
Papa out here slinging it iron. Okay.
Ah, man.
Slinging and banging.
Man, so Pete got down super smart. And
I am super smart.
that boy skipped the kindergarten.
Yeah, skip kindergarten.
Don't let the jokes on the podcast fool you.
Yeah, intelligent Pete.
Yeah. I used to read encyclopedias too when I was a kid.
We used to have them. I ain't never opened them though.
Yeah, I opened.
I told you sometimes, like when I talk to Pete on the phone, I had to remember words that he says so that I can go look it up later so I can know what it meant. Because I'd be like, okay.
I wasn't the biggest kid growing up, so in order for me to, maneuver, I had to be smart.
So somebody run up on like, yo, son, run them pockets. He's like, oh, wait a minute, syllabus. Like, what? Oh,
Yeah.
hell no, leave him alone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And your brother and sister like smart
Your
like
mic?
you? I'm sorry. Like, are they like savvy like you? Like when it comes to like the encyclopedia and like the big words and all that.
No, my sister's a bigger writer, so she could write really well. My brother's like more science, and I was just more like just general knowledge.
So how many people can go on Family Feud? Is it 4 or 5?
I think it's
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pete. Your sister.
Yeah, but that's not knowledge though.
Ain't matter. Survey says we in there.
Survey check.
We in there. What the hell? Show me. We in there. And I ain't gonna get none of the questions right. I'm gonna go last because
I mean,
No, it's just guessing, right?
it is. But when you gotta play the game,
But just think about it. When me, you, JJ, and Angela did the thing, or the jail thing, we would never got out if it wasn't for Pete. We still be in us to this day.
facts.
Because JJ was discovering stuff that Pete already found.
I found a clue. You put that down. We just took the key out of that. Goddamn dumbass. I'm sorry, JJ.
Yo, I haven't heard somebody call somebody a dumbass in a long time.
Yeah, I still
bring that back, yo.
I still think to this day when we escaped, when I did the thing with the book and how I brought it, I don't think that's the way we were supposed to do it.
I was
Wait,
kind
you
of
said
mad about
what?
the submarine one though.
Yeah.
I was really mad about
I ain't
that.
gonna
Yeah, we didn't make it.
Yeah, I didn't know none of that. I didn't lie to you.
The people in there with us didn't
I
know.
understand
We
why the
didn't
people
know.
collapsed in there because I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, I was really
None
mad
of
about
us
that
knew
one.
it.
Nope.
I was like, God dang.
That was probably like my worst one right there.
Did we
Yeah.
do 3? We did 3 of them, right?
Did we?
I think we
No,
escaped.
I think
that
it
one.
was just, we only did 2.
We did 2, then we did a third one when we went to the one with Angela and them.
Yeah.
And that shit, but I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, I was confused about that one.
Boy, I
Which
didn't
one
know.
was it?
You had to play. Everybody was a different character. I didn't know what my role was, and I was just looking around. I found some money, and I don't know. But we did escape from that one.
Yeah,
Right?
we escaped, but I
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
right, I didn't even understand the objective of.
Yeah. So if I
the
wasn't still in
thing.
there, I would still be in the jail because with JJ.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And JJ was like, I found it, JJ. We
Put
found
that
it 10
down.
minutes
Like
ago,
I
babe.
just found that. Yeah.
Found it 10 minutes ago. Like we would still be in there if it wasn't for Pete.
Yeah. Shout out to
Yeah.
Pete, man. Pete Smarts.
Shout out.
Hey man, I just try to do what I do when I can, man. You know,
Okay. You like puzzle games and shit?
I do.
Crossword puzzles?
Word searches. The only thing I'm really not into is like Sudoku.
Is that the one with the boxes?
Yeah, and the numbers. I haven't figured out how to do. I think they all got to like add up to 25 or something like that.
Are you good at chess?
I used to play a lot. I don't play as much though.
What about checkers?
Never was a checkers guy. Chess, Scrabble.
Okay, word games.
Yeah. I like words.
Smart ass Pete. Y'all give it a clap for that man. Smarter than
like
the fifth
words,
grader
yeah.
out here.
Yeah.
I'm probably not smarter than the fifth grader.
I would love to see you on that show. Do they even film that anymore?
I'm sure. No, they got the game, like the actual game.
Nah, we need to put you on a game show.
But it's crazy because like I say, are you smarter than fifth grader? Fifth graders know the stuff because they're learning it like right now. We haven't learned that. I mean, we haven't went through
They
that
put like
stuff.
seventh graders on there. You was just in here 2 years ago, dog.
Yeah.
I cannot remember
But
that.
right, and I'm like, we learned that stuff so long ago. Like, who's gonna remember all that?
Let's not put the
not.
long ago.
It was so long ago.
How well would you think you would do on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Dang. With all lifelines,
Yeah.
I could probably walk away with at least 100,000.
How much is the first round worth?
I think like 25,000.
The first round?
No, let me see.
Oh, yo, you talking about like the first round in general? I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm talking about the first question. How much is that worth?
Yeah, I was saying the first question. I think is like maybe 10,000.
I think they actually give you a thing to study.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know none of that shit. First question. The correct spelling of blue. PLU.
Then you start second guessing? Yeah. Because everything sound right?
LEU, like blue cheese. Like, and then let me call Lil Wanda. Goddamn, Lil Wanda, I need you.
Hey, BLUE. Like,
Let me call you back. This Auntie Jackie. Goddamn. Like, no, I'm on the game show. Nah, I wouldn't get past the first round. First question.
Okay, so first one is 100. Damn, put mine down.
Dollars?
Yeah, $100. Second one is $200. Third one, $300. Fourth one, $500. Fifth one, 1,000. Six, 2,000. 7, 4,000. 8, 8,000. 9, 16,000. 10, 32. 64, 125. $250,000, $500,000, $1 million.
So how many questions is
So
that?
15 questions in total, $1 million being the, well, obviously.
15.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I could get to 32. I could probably clear 32. I probably get 10 questions.
I mean, we can go register you now. You know what I'm saying?
But like they'll have them games on the on like the iPad, and I'll just play them.
Okay.
I played Wheel of Fortune.
One round. I'm Wheel of Fortune all day.
Yeah. Jeopardy. Some of them questions be hard though.
Wheel of Fortune?
Nah, Jeopardy. I feel like that's
I'm not a
like
Jeopardy guy.
I feel like they give you an actual thing for you to study.
Now if they do that, I'm in there.
there. Yeah.
Then again, I can't say that because they did that for the exit exam in history, and I feel like that bitch 3 times. Like, they gave you. I like none of this shit on here.
I don't got
none
the
of it.
best memory.
I felt the history exam.
I found
it to graduate. Like I felt it twice.
I think I failed it 2 or 3 times. They were like, bro, let's just go on.
Yeah, because like everything that you studied for,
it don't be on there.
It wasn't on there.
Yeah, I messed up when y'all started studying.
That's when I passed it, to be honest, when I didn't study.
Yeah, that was when I passed it.
Pass them all. No studying.
Math, I passed the very first time.
Skip. I'll see my teacher in the hallway. Where were you today? You know, miss. You know?
Hey,
like,
Pete,
well,
I
be in
just
class
smart.
next time. I'm like, I got you. Like, you know you got the Regents coming up. Like, I know.
So I'm going to say this for educational purposes.
Yeah.
So this don't count. Are you good at nigger rigging stuff?
What is that?
Like if something like was to go wrong, you find a way to do it in the nigger way.
Yeah.
You good at that? Because I'm very good at that.
Because a lot of people that are book smart aren't street smart.
I got both.
Would that be street
Both?
smarts though?
Yeah, street smarts.
Yeah.
Nigger rigging and street smarts. Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, street smarts. I always been. My mom was a bookworm. My dad was a street smart. So I got both. Best world. Both
Yeah,
the
it
best
was a real
words.
N word. Yeah, mama was.
Your daddy was a hustler.
Come on, man. I ain't gonna say that on the podcast.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying,
we'll talk.
dog?
Yeah. What time we got? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit.
But I know how to maneuver out in these streets.
Okay, man. We got a few more topics. We can actually. I said we do 2, then we can get about here.
Other than being smart, I'm a pretty cool dude. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Shout out to Pete.
And I like anime and sneakers.
So, Little Wanda, you want to pick one of those? And I know we got Pete topic too. Do you want to pick any one that you feel like we should talk about?
What's Spider-Man?
The dude climbing up that building.
Trying to save his mom.
I guess we can talk about Sukihana.
Okay. So that situation, I just seen the interview recently. I don't know what podcast it was on. It might have been a radio show, but she was saying like that whole situation did make her uncomfortable, and that she cried about it when she left. But she was like, she forgive him, and I think that was all I got out of it.
I don't know who Sukihana is.
I don't know what song she made. Yeah, I don't know none of her music. I know she's like one of those nasty, like female type rapper. Not to say she's a nasty rapper. I'm just saying like Trina or something like that. That's how she raps or whatnot. And she was at, I think it was the Ice Cube thing, if I'm not mistaken. And she was like, you know how they be having the coaches and stuff?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, it was either that or what's that other league where the rappers be playing against each other?
Oh, I don't know.
It'd be like Lil Durk team.
Yeah, like
I think it was that
Savage
league.
Or whatever. Yeah,
I think it was that league, and she was there in OKO. I was about to say OK Osiris. YK Osiris went in for like a kiss, and it was kind of like, what the hell? So like I told her, I said my thing was it was Lil Duval, I think Funny Marco, and the fans are like, yo, they grown men. Why they didn't do nothing about it? I'm like, first of all, maybe they don't know their relationship. They could have do this all the time for all we know. Mm-hmm. So as a man, I don't feel like if now she would have reacted like, oh, get the fuck off me type of shit, then yeah, if they should have reacted. But for the fact that we don't know their relationship, I probably wouldn't have did nothing either. But now knowing that she was in a situation where she like uncomfortable, then I was like, hey, you gotta chill, bro. You can't be out here doing that.
Hindsight is 20/20 always.
Yeah.
So we don't know, you know, some people just like staying out of people's business.
Right. And they were catching flack for doing that. That's why I'm like, bro, why
it's
y'all
not
going
like he ran up and punched her in the face, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, he went up and like just
kinda,
like grabbed
he massaged her shoulder, then just kind of went in like, give me a kiss type shit.
Kiss her and stuff,
but that's why I said, we don't know your relationship well enough to say that y'all don't do that on the regular.
I wouldn't have done it, but
yeah.
I mean, like he's
a real loser. So
they say he apologized like multiple times, and like she didn't. But she was saying like she forgive him. I don't know if they talked since then, but I was just like,
I mean, but it's like that's like, but even like if that was
but
yeah,
yeah, damn.
I know, couldn't find the words. But even if that was their relationship, why would you think that was the place to do that? You know. Like, even if they, like, had prior relations or whatever, or, you know, if they were, like, together and nobody knew. Mm-hmm. Like, why would you think that would be the place to do something like that? Like, that's crazy to me.
Like I said, I
mean, we don't know, but I'm just saying, like, even if the two of them were together, why does it make sense for you to come? Like, she's at a paid gig. Why does it make sense for you to just walk? And where was security? Like, why y'all just letting these people just?
I mean, they celebrities. They not looking at it like, oh, you finna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the people out there playing.
But if this ain't your, well, no, I can't say that because they let Lil Mama get on stage with Jay-Z.
They didn't let her. She let herself over there. Let's just correct that.
So he just let himself over there.
I'm guessing so, but like I said, they probably looking at it from a standpoint. I don't know if he was on the panel or why he was there or what he was doing, but I say he just looking like, oh, that's a celebrity. Let him in. Same way they probably look at Lil Mama like, oh, let her on stage. It's cool, but it's. At the same time, like when you see it, like I see her reaction. Like I said, when I saw her immediate reaction, I was like, okay, she just didn't want to. Maybe she didn't want to do that there. Like I said, I don't know y'all to say that y'all never feel like that's just like if Pete kissed your forehead or something. We had an event, you're like, get off me. I might look at it, or somebody else that they don't know might look at it like, oh, they play like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like Lil Duval and Funny Marco.
A kiss on the forehead is way different from what he did.
Right, 100%.
Yeah, but
no, it ain't even a butt.
But that's okay. So you got the Janet Jackson titty issue, that type of thing. Like I said, you might think that shit was scripted.
No, but that was an accident. Like he was supposed to rip it, but her lace was supposed to be there, but he ripped the whole thing off.
With Omari Hedwig or Chadwick, whatever his name? When I think he kissed Beyonce that time at the awards. Who? You remember that?
Mm-mm. Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, like the same situation.
Yeah,
like,
I remember that.
He kissed her. I don't think it was on the lips, probably on the cheek or something.
Yeah, it was on the cheek. Yeah,
he got him one in. But like I said, wasn't nobody looking like, oh, like I said, you looking at like, oh, they celebrities. I don't know their relationship.
I'm just looking at to the extent of how far he went, because he even stopped laughing and then did it again. So I'm just saying, like, as far as he went, like kissing on the cheek, kissing on the forehead, or you know, playing around or whatever. Like you got one time and that's it. But he just continued. Like to keep doing it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like if the reaction had been like, "Oh, get off me," type of, then somebody would have reacted. But it was kind of like she did look shocked. But like I said, that just looked like
she was shocked with it. She was like, like go on. I mean, I feel like she was trying to like save face for. I don't know, because it might be like her coping mechanism or whatever. But you know, she definitely was like, "Stop," you know, like quit, like what are you doing? Yeah. But he just was like. You know?
And then I seen somebody was like, so she didn't tell him that she would like F him like previously or prior to that, and I was like, well, like I said, I don't know all this shit. I would have been sitting there just like them, commentating the game,
trying to mind my business.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't know. But like I said, Lil Duval and Funny Marco getting flack for like y'all should have stepped in. We don't know what y'all got going on.
Yeah, but. I maybe like the women feel like that because it's like as much as she was like doing like this and like saying no, like maybe she didn't know how to like effectively.
And
like,
I can understand that too.
And so maybe they were just like, okay, well, you know, these two men right here, you guys should be like, hey man, chill out. Yeah. You know, not try to hem them up or fight them or whatever. Yeah. Like, hey man, chill out, because they were doing a job. Yeah. So you know, it's like that's like one of those things where it's like. Yo, chill.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah, it's basically that. So
yeah, because I mean, if we was doing a job and some niggas, darn it, nah, $1.
Yeah, and it's different because we know you though, and like I said, our relationship. So if we see somebody do that, like I said, if I never seen your brother, your older brother, and he came and did that, me and Peter be looking like, what the fuck did they do? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know him. But like I said, you could have reacted like it just said he walked up behind you and did that. And you would have been like, hey, what the hell? We would have reacted in like, bro, what the fuck you got going on?
I don't think she didn't really react like, what the hell?
Right. That's what I'm saying. It was kind of like
just trying to play it off. So at that point, you really don't know.
Right.
Because a lot of women don't know how to be like, you know, like show that they're really uncomfortable without worrying about how they're going to look to other people.
But nah, I'm saying if it's that, then you better let that shit be known. Like, hey, bro, get up out of me.
I mean, like, with me, I'd be like, you know, like, it that wouldn't have been that. But I also would have been with the two of y'all, so he wouldn't even have been able to touch me.
Yeah, but like I said,
because Pete don't like when people get too handsy, and you just gonna be like,
yeah, you like, in the circle, like, bro, I don't know you, like, hey, oh, you her brother? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Cool.
Yeah, like I already see you, like,
yeah, I'm on defense all the time, like, what this baby doing over here? Okay, y'all know this baby.
I don't like that handsy shit, man. Yeah. When a person get too handsy. It's like, all right, so first of all, you either trying to fleece me or like, you know, I ain't with that
like
shit.
The handshake, you know what I'm saying? You come in and grab the elbow during the handshake?
That's a fact.
I usually, like I said, for the most part, you know what I'm saying? You like my brother. We come in for the hug.
Yeah,
everybody else, I'm like, no. State your intentions.
Because it's like, it's a little tricky. You gotta stay cool with that. I gotta really know you. For me to come in with the hug. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, if I introduce you to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like I don't know you like that. My coworkers or something like, bro, I speak to y'all every day, but you come in for the hug as a coworker. Hey, you getting start right there, buddy.
Relax.
Yeah, relax. Put your hands so I can see you. Because but yeah. Well, I mean, that situation is cleared up, I think. So let's get into Rick Ross knees. Ricky.
Yo, I don't know sometimes what possesses people to do things out of their body and age limit.
You got to think. You in a situation. This your party, Pete. Yeah. It's going down. You having the time of your life.
They're yelling, Pete. Nah, dog. I can't do it. Because he looked crazy. Yo, he did 2 jumps and then like just collapsed.
Yeah, that knee said, nah, bro. Yeah. That boy hit the diamond like some bacon. Like that shit went on.
It was like some bacon.
I thought he was like, I'm glad that he didn't drown, because the way he fell in,
that could have been serious.
He fell in, like that could have like messed up his, because you're not prepared. You try to inhale and stuff, you know. Like you're not prepared to go in there, so you're not like holding your breath.
Like when people do flips and then they hit the side of the pool before they fall in, shit like that.
They should teach people how to properly dive off a diving board. Because you will hurt yourself.
Yeah, I mean, he said he loved diving. Nah, his knee just gave out.
His knees don't got
He put out a video. He said, "Yeah, like I love to dive," but he said my knee just gave out.
Listen, I used to love to play basketball. I know if I get out there today,
It ain't the same.
It ain't the same.
I'm not crossing nobody. I'm a spot up shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was standing in the corner. Right in the pocket.
I ain't doing none of that.
Yeah.
You come up try to defend me, guess what I'm gonna do? Throw that bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna pass it. I'm not doing none of this.
I might go 0 from 12 from the corner.
Hey,
but I'm always here.
I'm gonna hold this corner down. I'm running up
always here. I'm not running through a pick. I'm not running through nothing.
I'm cherry picking. I'm gonna stay down here the whole. I'm not playing no defense. Just pass me the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. But I wanted to ask y'all, what age do you think that some of the physical activities should be stopped at?
See, and that's the thing.
It just depends on how physically fit you are to me.
Cause like even now, I feel like I'm okay. I feel like running, I'm okay. But like trying to do like slam balls or some shit, like, no, I blow my shit out. Pause. Yeah, when I go up for that dunk, I'm coming down straight nuts. I seen the video of Duke Dennis. He did a slam ball event, like bro going crazy, 360s, all type of shit. I said, boy, nah, like just I'm gonna shoot. You know what I'm saying?
But he's also like what, 24, 25?
I think 20.
Like
27, 29, something like that.
Yeah, he still got a few years
You
left.
think so? See, that's the thing. My boy Russell, he did a backflip a few years ago and fucked his ankle up. I think he was like 30.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, listen.
Thought he had it.
But it just depends on how athletic you are too. Because like Donald, he trained people that like in their 60s and 70s, and they like one of the ladies he trained can lift heavier weight than me, and she like 60
That's
something.
a fact. But can she properly dive off a diving board?
I mean, I'm pretty sure she can.
Giving out.
But she also not trying to dive off of dive off of a diving board.
Well, that's my point. It don't matter how physically fit you are.
Yeah.
If you can,
You talking about all around like athletics or
I'm
just
talking
in your
about
lane?
stuff like jumping off a diving board, a trampoline,
I can
get on trampoline.
I think
doing
so.
a wheelie on a bike.
I'm not doing a wheelie.
Got it like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't do that in my younger days.
Right,
so I'm not gonna
I
try
ain't
it
doing
now.
it today.
Yeah.
I did a wheelie once. I almost fell.
I can pop. You talking about actually like keeping it up?
Yeah, keeping
Pause.
it up. Yeah, pause. Yeah. No, that's crazy.
I can ride that thing. Pause.
Because I don't have the coordination to keep it up and have my legs still.
I just told you the other day, like your equilibrium is trash. Like she had a video the other day.
Stiff, bro.
She had a video the other day where she caught a football and she did like some celebration hops and she almost busted her ass. I said, yo, you got to.
Did you see the route though? She ran.
I saw the route.
I was like, what route was that?
I don't know. He's like, just go long and curve. Like, pause. Like, what are you doing? No, you gotta practice that route.
Yeah, you gotta practice that route. Yeah.
I saw the tenacity.
I saw the tenacity.
That might be the name of the podcast. Tenacity.
I respect the tenacity.
I respect it, but hey, I wouldn't trust my. Like I said, I can still run.
Yeah, I can still run.
Top speed, I don't know.
Nah, not top speed.
Top speed, I can get up to top speed, but how long I'm gonna maintain?
No, I'm not a runner. I can jog.
Yeah, you ain't a runner.
I hate running. I can jog all day though.
It's like once you running, you focus solely on running, not balance.
But that's how 85% of women run.
Really?
Like they'll run like they'll start here and then you see their body go like, I'm like, fam, pick your body up.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
Run into the ground.
Yeah, come on. It's not a leaning thing.
Yeah, it's not a leaning thing.
Yeah.
It's a stand up and move forward thing.
Now you want to work on your running, don't you?
I do want to be fast. I ain't gonna hold you, but I don't know why I'm so off balance.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you have light feet?
I don't know. Am I light or heavy? Do you hear me walking? Like, do I stump up the stairs?
Nah, but I've seen you walking like several times and you just be losing your balance and shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand like why I'm so off balance. Like, I don't know what's wrong.
Get that checked out.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah.
I have no balance.
Maybe you got scoliosis.
I don't have scoliosis.
How do you know?
I used to think if I told them in school, did they screen y'all for that in school?
Yeah.
I used to think if I told them I had it, they'll let me go home. Like, you ain't gonna check me, I got it. Yeah, damn. See how that shit curved? Yeah.
I don't have scoliosis.
I told my math teacher that I was dyslexic.
He let you out of school early?
Nah.
Damn.
Just took more time. Let him take more time.
Nah, I just wanted to see how long.
Why you keep kicking the table?
Yeah, I just wanted to see how long I could get away with it.
Did you get any like perks or anything?
Nah. She didn't believe me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Are you dyslexic?
I might be. I don't know. How do you know you dyslexic?
I don't know. Remember, I tried to put a condition on you like a week ago, and you was like, "This man just tried me."
What was that?
I forgot what I said. We was talking about how you be thinking too much. He was like, "Yo."
I don't know. I think the way I operate, like I wouldn't say I'm dyslexic, but I think the way I operate is like, I feel like I'm supposed to be left-handed because the way I like
That makes sense.
You're on the spectrum.
Yeah. No, I feel like the way I do things is like, because even like when we was I have to give an example. So when we was working in a shoe store or whatever, and I would do shipment, I would put like 8.5, 9 or whatever, but everybody else normally put like the 9, the 8.5 and the 8, like to stack it like that.
Yeah.
But I did it from the bottom to go up, like, you know, like for it to be easy. Cause I'm like, why am I gonna stack all the shoes from, I don't know how many shoes can fit.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I gonna put a 9 and then, you know, do an 8.5 and then an 8? I'd rather just start with 8 and then like go over and then move like from that way.
Oh, so
like, to me, that
dyslexic.
just made sense. So I could be, I don't know. But I just feel like I write with my right hand, but I do everything on the left side.
You could have ADHD.
You don't think you're on the spectrum?
I do not have ADHD.
You don't think you're a little bit on the spectrum?
What would make me be on the spectrum?
I'm asking you.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I do.
I don't know if I told you, but one time I was about to fight somebody, and they was like, "Bro, chill, he got ADHD." I was like, "Bro, I don't care what size TV that fuck me got. Hey, I got a flat screen at the house too."
I mean, ADHD is like ADHD is being like very hyperactive and like just moving like all the time. Like that's like ADHD.
I thought they had a Sony at the house. Like, I don't care what kind of TV
And
that
then
fuck me got.
I thought he had the LG.
Because like most children or people that have ADHD, they get bored really fast. And
They
they
take
just,
my money. Just take my money.
You keep the money.
you keep the money. But like most people that have
She was getting wet. She was getting turned on.
Yeah, that money turned on.
Hey, yo.
I'm sorry.
Woo, that was funny.
That's cool.
What were you saying?
No, I mean it's fine.
What were you
I feel
saying?
like I said it already.
Oh, I
so
thought
it's
you was
fine.
laughing with us.
No, I was, but I was finna say something, and then Rell just threw the money. So I just no, but then he started laughing. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You did talk, because you said keep my money.
Yeah, but anywho.
Yeah, you had to talk.
Yeah, so is you still talking or we can go eat?
No, like we can go. But I was just saying that. But what did the person do for them to tell you they had ADHD?
I was about to fight him and then it was like, chill, you got ADHD.
No, but I'm saying, what did he do to make you want to fight him?
I don't remember, to be honest. I just remember I was outside and we was at the baseball field.
But no, I'm like most kids or people that have
JR.
ADHD, they get bored really fast, so they just start doing stuff all the time, like because they're bored, they're not entertained.
I think like when I was riding my bike, we was riding like I said on the baseball field, and he was trying to stick a stick through the spokes and like fuck the bike up.
Oh, yeah.
no, we would've fought.
Yeah,
So I was
his
about
ass.
to throw them
Yeah,
hands.
we would have.
He'd beat his ass.
I was like, ain't even no chill because you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Do it on your own bike,
Yep.
not mine.
But y'all ready to get into these last minute thoughts?
Yes.
Yeah,
So anybody want to start or? Just say some of these topics for next week.
Definitely, I'm more than sure that I am kidnappable.
Okay. I agree. You kidnappable.
I believe I am kidnappable.
You could be kidnapped with like one hand. Like just like she be out there wiggling her legs. So I'm like, yo, chill while I put my what I'm saying, this password in so I can lock you in this closet.
Wow.
I believe it.
Ooh, wee. Okay.
Yeah. You wanna go next or?
Stop eating the grapes in the grocery store. Just buy it.
Yeah, I put the best out there, boy. Pesticide shot.
Yeah.
And what them things fruit flies.
Yeah, stop eating the grapes. Stop tasting the grapes.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
My last minute thought, keep God in your life, fuck nigga.
From the great Kevin Gates.
Yeah, that's Drewski. That's Drewski.
Oh my God.
Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Pete, if you would leave us off with a quote.
I don't know which ones I've done before. It's like 20.
You put them in notes?
Yeah.
If you click the check mark thing, it'll do it so you can just check them off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look at that butt learning.
Hey.
Yeah.
Guess I'm not that smart after all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look at him. Come on, man.
Oh man, let's try this one. Everything could be accomplished with a solid plan.
Okay.
There you go.
I agree. Y'all agree?
I agree.
Solid plan. There we go.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what time y'all went to sleep in kindergarten.
Yeah. What time was nap time in kindergarten?
Yeah. All right.
I got naps in pre-K, but not kindergarten. That's weird to me.
My mom taught me in pre-K, so I can't remember that.
Yeah, in pre-K, there was nap time, and in kindergarten, there was nap time. I mean, because in kindergarten, you're usually like 5 years old, so you still kind of hyperactive and they want to calm you down.
Sometimes I ain't take naps because like my mom taught pre-K in our house, so I could just go to my room and do what I want to do. Yep.
I went to a school called Head Start.
That was the name of it?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that's what they just called the program. Head Start.
Like pre-K was the Head Start.
Oh, well.
School was called Head Start.
Maybe the program was called Head Start.
Head Start was the program.
Because my mom used to be like, well, she about to go to Head Start. So that's what I thought was the name of the school.
No, Head Start is like you get a head start. That's what it
I understand. I thought I went to Head Start.
Yo, one more thing, yo.
My mama gonna love this one.
Yep, thought I went to Head Start. Every time, that's what my mama say. So she going to Head Start. I'm taking her to Head Start. So that's what I thought. I thought the school was called Head Start.
Okay. I mean, I
I
get
wonder
your
if I
logic.
call my mama, if I ask her what the name of my preschool, she said it was called Head Start.
She ain't gonna say that.
Oh man.
We can find out over dinner. But
For sure, I'm starving.
like, comment, subscribe. Hey, feed y'all stomachs.
Hey yo, wash y'all hands,
And
wash
ass.
y'all ass. Get pedicures and manicures because some of y'all nails be nasty.
Unless your toenail black.
Wash your neck too, because some of y'all necks be two different shades.
Yeah, it
and
be
that's a little
darker.
weird. And shout out all my people on the little bus. Peace, we out. We gonna get something to eat.